Recently I set up my Wii U again. Unfortunately I don't have the room to have my Switch, Wii U, PS4 all up at the same time, so I have packed up my Switch away and I have been playing on my Wii U mostly to play Galaxy 2 because there is just seems like no chance it will be coming over to the Switch. I have been playing Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, a game I did own for about 4 or 5 years. I finally played it this year, but also I've put in around about 30 to 35 hours on the original Splatoon on the Wii U. I have been having a blast playing it again. There is just a lot of things that I haven't done on the game. It's like I've got all of the amiibo. I never did the amiibo challenges, which definitely does feel like the foundation to the Octo Expansion DLC we got for Splatoon 2. There are various objectives that you have to do in those amiibo challenges, like you've got limited ink, which is something that they did do for the Octo Expansion DLC. There were levels like that in the Octo Expansion DLC, and I never got to level 50 as well. So yeah, that is what I have been doing over the past couple of months. And yes, Splatoon 1, it is still really fun, it is still really active. No matter what time I was playing, I could easily get into a turf war match. I didn't really have to wait for too long. Ranked battle is a little bit different because I'm neither at the very bottom or at the very top. I was B plus, A minus, so I was a little bit in the middle, so I had to wait maybe a minute or 2 minutes to get into matches. But yeah, I always found matches really easily, and yeah, with Splatoon 3 coming out in 2022, I still feel like this game will survive that release. I really do feel like we will still see an active community for the original Splatoon game, even when the third game does come out on the Switch. I think the reasons for that is obviously because the Wii U does have free online. A lot of people don't really want to pay for an online membership, maybe they can't afford to. That is one big reason why a lot of people are still playing Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, and the second reason is that maybe people prefer this game over to the second game. There is a unique sort of charm to Splatoon that the second game doesn't really touch on. You got so many sort of unique sort of situations within the first game. You got different special weapons. Some people prefer stuff like the Kraken, stuff like the Killer Whale. I really do love that. You got the Bubbler. You got so many unique special weapons that weren't in the second game. You got unique stages as well. I was talking about why people played the first game over the second game there, but I feel like the same sort of thing will happen when the third game does come out next year. People will prefer to play the first game over the others. It will always be their favourite game in the series. You will always find that active sort of hardcore group of people that will always prefer the first game over the third and the second game. Splatoon 1 feels raw, it feels different compared to what we've seen from the second game and what we have seen so far from the third game. It will always have different elements compared to the third game in my opinion, which is why I feel like you will still find people playing the first game when the third game does come out on the Switch in 2022. So yeah, I feel like even though the third game will come out next year, I still feel like you will easily get into matches on the first game. I feel like the only way that Splatoon 1 will not survive the release of Splatoon 3 is if Nintendo did turn off the servers, and I feel like that is the only reason why Splatoon 1 wouldn't survive Splatoon 3's release, but hopefully that will not happen. But yeah, I feel like going into 2022, if the servers are still up and running, I feel like you will find matches easily. There will definitely be a community to Splatoon 1 even when the third game does come out, and I really do feel like now is the perfect time to pick up a Wii U because Wii U's are going really cheap, at least in the UK on eBay. You can easily pick up a Wii U for around about £100 and You know, there are some bundles knocking about, people are throwing in a load of games as well. Even if you go for like the basics of 8GB model, that is still a good enough way to experience Splatoon 1 on the Wii U. So if you are thinking about picking up the original game, I feel like don't wait, now is the perfect time to do it. But even if you do pick up a Wii U next year and Splatoon 1, I still feel like you will find matches easily. There will still be a community for the game. It's like there is a sort of custom sort of Splatfest sort of scene on the first game as well. People are hosting Splatfest for the original Splatoon game. I did get contacted early on in the year by the group who are doing that sort of thing, and yeah, there is an active community for that custom Splatfest scene. So yeah, as long as the servers are still up, why not pick up Splatoon? Why not pick up a Wii U and play this awesome game? I love this game. I always will. It is one of my favourite games of all time, and yeah, I will always go back to it. So yeah, Splatoon 1, awesome game. And yeah, what we'll be doing on the channel, on the community tab, I'm going to be asking a difficult question. What do you prefer, the first or the second game? I'm not really sure what way I will answer that myself, but yeah, that will be going up on the community tab, and I will be interested to see what way it will go. So yeah, Splatoon 2, it didn't really affect Splatoon 1's release, and I feel the same sort of way for Splatoon 3, and I might make a follow-up video talking about Splatoon 2 as well. So yeah, that is pretty much it with this video. I've got plenty of Splatoon 1 gameplays, so you will be seeing them as I do news roundups for Splatoon 3. So yeah, up until Splatoon 3's release, you will be seeing Splatoon 1 gameplay. But yeah, I did have a lot of fun playing the game this year again, and yeah, I still love the game. It's still a great experience. You will still have fun playing it. If you are thinking about picking up a Wii U to play Splatoon, then go for it, because you will have a great time. I cannot stress that enough. This game is so great to play. You will have a lot of fun playing it, and there is still a lot of people playing the game, even though the game did come out, what, 5 or 6 years ago now? It came out in 2015, so it is over 6 years old, and there is still a really active community. And yeah, that community will go on and on and on, I feel, until Nintendo does eventually turn off the servers for the Wii U for online play. Hopefully that will not happen for a good few years yet. So yeah, definitely do pick up Splatoon 1 if you are thinking about it. But that's pretty much it with this video. I will see you in another video soon.